How autism is presented in the media is not how I am. You look at these programs that talk about autism spectrum disorder, and they focus on one specific end of the spectrum, which is obviously the more severe end. I, for a very long time, had thought that I was autistic. Ever since I learnt about it at school, they were telling us, XYZ is a common symptom, if you want to call it a symptom. And I said to him, I was like, everyone does that. I don't really get it. Like, this is just people. And he looked at me and went, no, they don't. I don't do any of that. Growing up, I never wanted to hug my family. I struggled having dirty hands. Like, I didn't want to touch things. I was really, really oversensitive to sounds. And I just learned to okay, well, I hate hugging people. It sends a shiver into the deepest core of my soul, and it makes you feel blindly uncomfortable. But I then was like, okay, I'm just gonna go into a room and say, I'm a hugger. And then I would start the hug. I'd initiate the hug. I'd give the strongest eye contact I possibly could, no matter how horrible it made me feel inside. Because I was like, no one else is struggling with these things. I masked and I covered up. I think how autism is presented in the media is not how I am. You look at these programs that talk about autism spectrum disorder, and they focus on one specific end of the spectrum, which is obviously the more severe end. People forget that it's a spectrum. It presents differently in women. And also, you can have different interests. They have one specific rigid image of what that person looks like or how they present. And I think my parents and the people around me just thought, well, you don't look anything like that. You don't speak like they do. You don't have their interests. So you can't be on the same spectrum as them.